Hi guys, Alex McCarthy here from TalkSport, and I'm delighted to be joined by the NXT champion.
Yes.
That's all. The NXT champion. Rhea Ripley. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. And I was obviously there last night. Saw the match that you put on with Toni Storm to keep that precious belt of yours.
I still got it. Still got my nameplates on it.
Yeah, I see those. Killer plates.
I know, right? They're cool.
How did you feel like the event as a whole went? Because it looked like it was just a win for both NXT and NXT UK.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, like, to think of last year and Worlds Collide was just at Access, and it pretty much was just brushed off as nothing, to now making it into a pay-per-view where everyone's just gone balls to the wall and just like killing it out there. It was incredible to watch and be a part of, and I'm glad that I got to be a part of history pretty much and making it the first pay-per-view Worlds Collide, you know?
Is it a little surreal when it's like you and Toni Storm, two Australian ladies, and you think, this is pretty cool? Like, from Australia, and here we are doing our own thing with the title. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's funny. I actually said that before the show started. I was like, Worlds Collide, but it's Australia versus Australia. I was like, this makes no sense, but I'm just going to go with it.
Yeah. But still, for the journey that you've both had, it is a cool thing.
Yeah, it's super cool. Like, I met Toni when I was 16 years old, and we've pretty much just, like, grown up in the wrestling business together, and it's just so cool to, like, be here with her and to, like, share moments with her and just do all that. Like, to go from NXT UK, where we faced each other multiple times, to like making history and stuff, and now Worlds Collide, making history again. Like, it's cool. Yeah. It's really cool.
Helping to establish those things, and of course, it's been awful what's been happening in your homeland these past months. How difficult has that been? I've seen that the Iconics have kind of been home and all of that stuff. It must. I can't understand how awful that must be.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's really like sad and depressing, and like, seeing all the photos that are coming out of it makes me real sad, like with all the animals and like the houses and even like people dying. I'm just like, it makes me frustrated because a lot of the fires were man-made, and that makes me so angry and disgusted in like the human race as it is. And
animals are better anyway.
Yeah, that's why I pretty much have a farm at
Dogs
home.
are better than people, man.
Oh, dude, I have so many animals, it's ridiculous. That's because, like, I don't like hanging out with people.
It's been terrible to see.
No, it has. It's real sad. It's really sad.
I mean, switching gears, one thing I've noticed with you as well when I've followed you on social media and things is just how ridiculously hard you work in the gym and stuff.
Oh, man.
You love a cardio. Talk us through like what you do to get yourself in the prime condition.
Man, I go a little bit crazy sometimes, to be completely honest.
Sometimes you're like, I can't sleep, so I'm just going to run like X amount. I'm like, what?
It's ridiculous. It was real bad when I was going to the UK too, because I had like jet lag.
Oh,
so like 5 a.m. I'm like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to go walk on the treadmill for an hour uphill and just sweat, I guess. And it's just like, I do some silly things sometimes, and I look back on it and I'm like, I probably should have just rested. But that's like against everything that I feel in my body. I feel like if I have a rest day, I feel so gross. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like this, but like my partner's the same. Like, if we take a day off of everything, I wake up the next morning and I just feel like crap. And I feel so down about myself. I'm like, oh, look, I've got a tummy now from one day of not working out.
From that one day.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. I have to go to the gym. And, like, if I am at home by myself and he's on the road doing his thing, then I find myself going to the gym, like, 2 to 3 times a day, and I'm just like, this is getting excessive.
What am I?
Now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow.
Is your diet like super strict? I mean, I spoke to Seamus last week, and he was like, "You need to stop eating dairy." He was like, "I was like, whoa, okay." Like,
oh man,
get dairy out. He goes, "You feel better without dairy."
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't eat dairy, to be completely honest. I have milk, but like it's lactose free, so.
There you have it. Yeah. Well, I mean, are you kind of like super strict on carbs or?
No, I have like, after moving to America, I have like a really sensitive stomach. Like, it's really sensitive, and if I eat something that doesn't agree with me, I feel sick for like a few days, which really sucks. And like, so I can't have corn syrup, sugar, and that's pretty much in everything, which is horrible because like I love my sweets and stuff. But I don't really have like a set diet. I just eat what I know I can eat.
You probably don't need to with how hard you work out.
Yeah. I'm like, I actually need more calories. I pretty much don't eat at all. Like, I'll wake up and I have like a protein bar, and then I work out for like 3 hours, and then I have another protein bar, and then I go home, or I go to like the trampoline park and bounce and do cardio. And
You're
then
constantly in a deficit, basically.
Legit. So like, I pretty much get away with eating other things.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's just, I try and go off how I feel that day. So like, if I feel like I can have some sugar, I'll have some sugar. If I feel like I need carbs because I'm like really drained, I'll go get some pasta or something.
Yeah.
Like, it really depends on how I feel that day or how I've worked during the week, and I know what I deserve to eat. But it's nothing really set. Like, I don't have a meal plan. I don't get meal preps from like companies and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, maybe sometime soon I might actually put myself on a diet to see if I can get some abs.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just feel like if I eat too much, I feel gross. And you know how us women are. We're just like, I want to look good.
Yeah,
I'm like everyone else.
And you do. You do look great.
Thanks. I try, man.
You mentioned moving to America. Are you based in Orlando?
Yes.
Right. So being in NXT right now is perfect then, now that you're doing less of the UK.
Oh, yeah. Everyone thought I lived in the UK.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I've always lived in Orlando because, like, the PC's there. I just flew to UK once a month. And everyone's like, she lives over here. I'm like, guys, I don't. Like, but
trust me, I don't.
Yeah. But if you want to believe that, like, go stalk around the UK. I totally live there. Yeah.
She's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about how things went for, we have to talk about how that whole period in the last 6 months. Now, I feel like a lot of us, especially in the UK, we knew. Do you know what I mean? Like, not that you was like a secret or anything, but we obviously knew what we'd seen what you could do, and this was a real arrival for you though on like a grander and a bigger audience.
Yeah.
And working, and you're beating people like Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks, and how was it working with them? Because I've heard from them personally what big fans they are of you, so it must be awesome to kind of arrive that way.
Yeah, no, it was super, super cool. Like, I didn't really expect it to go the way that it did. And it's like such a cool experience. Like, I learned so much from those matches, and like just being put in those situations of stress and anxiety, but like complete awesomeness.
Yeah.
Like, it was very stressful, but it was like so worth it at the same time. Like, I wouldn't change anything about it. And being able to go out there with all them women is just so cool. Like, they're just so good at what they do. And I had the privilege to be in the ring with all of them, and I try and let it sink in, but sometimes I'm just like, so go, I can't.
Yeah.
But it's just so surreal, like, it's
can I ask,
incredible.
When you had the triple threat with Charlotte and Sasha, right?
Yes.
That finish was awesome.
Oh, it was cool, right?
Whose idea was that? I need to know.
Oh man, I wish I could say it was mine. I really do, but it wasn't. It really wasn't. It was Charlotte.
Was it?
She's smart, man.
I knew it.
She's so smart. She's just like comes up with the coolest things, and I'm just like, wow.
I felt like
so
Twitter was like loving that finish.
Dude, I got so much credit for it. I was like, yes, give me the credit. Give me everything.
We know like how fluid things are in wrestling, right? Like, so things can just change like that. I'm assuming, and I remember Adam Cole saying something like when he had an awesome week too, where he had like Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins, and it was just like that,
it was
pretty
cool.
much.
So cool.
Was it similar to you, where they were just like, okay, this is happening now? You weren't like, how much did you know? Is what I'm saying.
I knew nothing. I was okay. So the first time that we crashed SmackDown, where it was me and Tegan versus Mandy and Sonya,
because the people were like stuck in Saudi Arabia,
they were stuck.
Right?
So I was at the gym.
Yeah.
I was at the gym with my partner Kevin, and we were working out, and then all of a sudden we were finishing shoulders, I think it was. We were finishing, getting ready to go eat.
That doesn't
doing
surprise
like
me,
our
by
last.
the way. But
I know.
But sorry, please.
No, it's all good. We were doing like the last couple sets, and I got a call from Matt Bloom. And I was like, oh, what have I done? Like, why is he calling me? I have to be in some sort of trouble, like, knowing me. Like, what have I done? I answered. I was like, hello, how are you? And he's like, hey, what are you doing right now? I was like, I'm just at the gym. Why? He's like, oh, you haven't been contacted by anyone? I was like, by who? I mean, like, you're calling me.
Yeah.
This is weird as it is. Like, you guys never call me. And he's like, all right, well, we need you to go home right now, pack your bag, and you're going to have to be at the private airport at, I think it was 2. And I was like, oh, okay. It was like 12. It was like 12.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he said 4. 4 was the flight.
Right.
It was 2. It was 2.
So you had like 2 hours to sort your stuff.
Dude, I had to, lucky it was like TV a few days before, so I had all my gear. It was smelly though. I felt so bad. I had all my gear and
so
my
the
makeup.
SmackDown women are getting smelly
I was like,
gear,
I'm
Rhea.
sorry, man. I'm really sorry. But it was like all packed in my suitcase in the back of my car.
Yeah.
So all I had to do was like just grab a few extra clothes. But like I was like, oh my God, I haven't tanned or anything. Like I'm pale. This is bad. Like all my tan's blotchy. Like
Yeah.
So like legit, I like had to drive home, quickly grab some stuff, eat a protein bar, and then Kevin had to drive me to the private airport. And then the plane was late.
Right.
So like we're at the airport. I rocked up in my NXT trackies. Everyone's in business. And I was like, okay. So I got changed into my business clothes, put my trackies away, and then Shawn Michaels was like, all right, everyone on the show get changed to your gear. I was like,
come on.
I just put my business on. It's like, oh my God. So like I had to get changed to my gear. We're all like putting our makeup on in like the reflective mirrors in like the airport, and I'm in my gear and with my trackies over the top. I look like the biggest scumbag, and it's like a private airport, so there's posh people walking around just like looking me up and down. I'm like, sorry, like,
come on, man.
I'm a wrestler. I'm sorry. I'm like, my pants are up to like here with my trackies like on my hips. I have like my little crop top on and everything, and it's just like I look like the biggest dropkick in the world. But so we finally got on the plane. It was late. It arrived at like 5:30, I think it was.
Right.
So we got on the plane. The show starts at like, what is it, 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a long flight. So I was on the plane and I was tanning. I was tanning myself on the plane around my gear.
Yeah.
So when I took my gear off, I had the worst tan in my life. It was horrible.
Smelly gear mixed with tan.
Dude, it was bad. And I was sweating because I was nervous. So everything just smelled real bad, and I felt real bad for Manny and Sonia. But I was like, this is how it goes today. Like it's last minute. Oh man. But we rocked up to the venue and we had to run out of the plane and into this car and then in the venue and stuff. And as soon as we got there, Shayna pretty much had to like run through, put her stuff in the locker room and go out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I was like, thank God that wasn't me. Yeah. Because I don't know what I would have done. Like I would have probably cried and panicked. Like, but then we had to do the match.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
what a whirlwind.
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't stopped to think about anything today. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. Everything was just rushed. But it was like so cool at the same time. Like for us to all be able to go through that and have it come out amazing.
Yes.
Especially Cole. He had a proper match.
Yeah. Full on main event.
I was like, give me 2 minutes.
Give me that squash.
Yeah. Oh man, like.
I mean,
it was cool.
Following, obviously, the culmination of that being Survivor Series and another great performance. What was the reaction? I can only imagine that Triple H and Shawn Michaels were like so proud.
Yeah, they were, and it was really, really cool. Like I remember, even coming back from War Games, because that was in between everything.
Wow, yeah, what a weekend, man.
Dude, it was insane. Coming back from the War Games match and like having Triple H there, just like almost in tears of happiness, and he like hugged Candice and I was just like, this is like a dream for me. I'm like, you're the reason I started wrestling. You're the reason I started watching wrestling. Like, this is so cool. And I think he was just so proud of all of us because like he knows that we were all stressing and running around with chooks without their heads. Like he knows what it was all about. So to make him proud is just so awesome. Like I wouldn't take it back. Like last year was wild and I got no sleep and I was tired all the time. But
now you ain't getting no more sleep either.
It was great. Yeah, I know. I haven't slept for a year.
And you wouldn't anyway because you'd walk.
Yeah. I'd be on the treadmill somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I seriously, I could sit here and pick your brain forever. But thank you so much for sitting and talking to us today. And keep it locked with TalkSport.
Yes, TalkSport.